Hi everybody. Well, this is Monday. I'm back here at the Cosmic Meridian. Okay, let's talk about the full moon, which was yesterday, and it was pretty strong. And let's check two things. We're gonna check first with the star seeds the energy of the week, but we're gonna check as well what's the energy of this full moon. You know that full moon has 3 days before, that it started on Friday, Saturday and Sunday, which is the moment of the high feeling of what's this moon about. And then it comes down until Wednesday. So we still are under the influence of this full moon, which has been about love, sharing, being with people. Maybe it's because it's a moon in Aquarius. But obviously it's about shedding as well other things that are not useful. Doesn't matter if anybody watch me now, you will watch me later, but we're gonna check the energy of the star seed cards for this week, and then we're gonna check the full moon, okay? So I'm gonna shuffle the cards. If you're watching, just let me know if you're here, because I don't always see on my phone who's watching or not. Ah, Wanargiros! Oh, hi! Well, you're the only one I think watching, at least now. Probably everybody's at the beach or still working, but it doesn't matter. So, I'm gonna check what's the energy for this week, 23rd of August. Okay. Interesting. The card is the card of the forest call. There's a woman, which is all, well, it almost looked like part of the tree. She has her arms stretched out. There's a full moon just over her, quite funny. And this is about a connection, a very ancestral connection within you, which everybody is trying to get there. So I'm gonna read this one, I'm gonna translate it, and I'm gonna read what the card number 37 it's about, okay? So you remember, I got the book in Spanish, I got everything translated, so if anybody wants a reading at some point, I can send the translation that actually of the book, the cards, and how to use this. So, the forest call. Now, the trees are very silent, but they call me. The animals make noises. The path is in silence, but I almost become a tree. How can they be so silent, looking at the night sky? Now I'm perceiving this place in union with the earth. Let me just drink, today is very hot. It's towards the end of the day, plus that I've been in a place which I don't like, which is crowded with people. And as I'm a transmuter, as a cosmic mermaid, I'm a transmuter of places. So sometimes being in a crowded place is not exactly where I want to be. But I was with family, and I had to be there, and I came back just half an hour ago. I cleansed myself, but I'm cleansing some stuff through my throat of the energy that was in the place, which it was very crowded, very dense. People are, if we think about the moon, not just the card that I'm reading now, a lot of emotions are flourishing up. A lot of things that are being battling, that have been refused to feel. And normally full moons, that's what they are for. Not just liberating, energies, but to make you aware of things that need to surface and let them go. So, reading the card again. Here the forest represents a space for a woman or a man, whoever is watching. But it's at the same time looking at the other, and a man or a woman, whoever you are, as the unknown space where I'm going. So when you are with this card, or at least the energy of the week, is that your world, your energy illuminates the space of the other, okay? And at the same time, you integrate that space. So you may accept things that before you wouldn't accept, okay? Like, I don't know, rigidity. And maybe now you become flexible, okay? So you start looking at movement and how it evolves as you experience this. Now, if you're a woman, you are normally maybe more used to water, to open spaces. And those spaces are spaces that have been there for a long time. Now, the tree here represents something that has been there for a long, long time too. But it's not dead. It just, on the contrary, it's very, very alive. Now, the roots of the woman, they are related to the roots of men, because she is the one accepting this and is the one opening a space for men. Now, as a man, you connect to the earth with the Mother Earth, the Pachamama, and you accept everything that this implies. Meaning, you open yourself to movement, to change, to whatever unknown and sudden that happens in your life. And the moon, and the red moon that you have here, over here, it's a cycle. It's an annual cycle that actually means, for a woman, it means that you are integrating the masculine animus inside you. And for a man, it represents that you actually integrating the anima, the feminine in you. Now, this is not meaning that as a woman it makes you inferior, or as a man it makes you cheap. No, it's not about that. Both for a man and for a woman, this kind of integration, what it does is that it makes you more present, okay? Now, she has the hands open up, reaching the sky, and it means that she's both receptive, she's both celebrating that, even though it's a moment of change, okay? Now, it would be interesting that you would check your genetic tree. Check out your ancestors. Where are you coming from? Have you thanked them? Because you are the last one of this long, long genetic. We could take one genetic tree from your soul family, which is one, which is more energetic, and then the other one, which is the family tree that has to do with the family you have incarnated now. It would be interested to actually go in and meditate about this. If you have pictures, put the pictures in front of you, make a tree with them, connect with your father and mother, your grandparents on both sides, anything you know about your grandparents, if you know about others, what stories have they told you, think about the country you were born, how everything has evolved, where you are, where you have chosen to be in this moment, and how much change you have achieved compared to your ancestors. I mean, here is about understanding that you are part of something bigger. And that is this card. And that's the energy of the week. So, if we translate this into what we're living now, this moment as a collective, okay, we have something going on about somebody taking something, somebody not taking something. there's a lot of division in the world, when actually what we need the collective to achieve, everybody, is unity. But not unity when you impose something over the other. That's never been unity. And if you look at history, history has proved to us, if you remember well, sorry, as I said, I'm still cleansing. It was not far away. Look at the 40s during the war. Look at the beginning of the 20s. Look at the 19th century, the 18th, and so forth. If you look there, there's a pattern that repeats. There is always a group that is forbidden, that is not allowed to do something, and the others feel superior or that they have the truth. Now maybe it has come time to honor that we all belong to Earth. Whatever we feel, whatever we think, whichever we decide about our bodies. But what nobody can tolerate is emotional blackmail or making feel people guilty. Because if you look at history, that's what happened. Somebody decides that a group or some people are the guilty ones for every misery that is happening in the world, and they should pay. And that's been on and on and on and on through history. How does relate to you? Look at this week. And how can you be present in any situation that you encounter, meaning with your family, with your friends, with colleagues, with people that doesn't feel like you, and still honor them even though you don't agree, even though you may think somehow that they're crazy, that they don't understand anything. Whichever it is, don't go into judgment, don't go into rage, don't go into a place that will take you out of you, of being you, really you. Be the observer. Remember that at the end of the day, everybody thinks or feels that they're doing the right thing. And I was talking to somebody the other day, and nobody knows how the collective is gonna wake up. Nobody knows how this is happening. I mean, we may know what are the day-to-day, the signs or the things that you can do in the present day. But nobody knows how this is going to happen, even though there are predictions. I think the only thing we can do is honor and try to be on the best timeline for us, and us to be the best version of ourselves. And keep shedding whatever is not useful anymore, and listening to yourself, and just letting go of stuff, just letting go until you can really honor both the beginning of that tree, that genetic, even if it's energetic, or your family tree, and honor that you're here and all the steps that brought you here. This is the message for the week, okay? This is the forest call. Now, I'm going to pick another one when it comes to the full moon and the teachings of the full moon, okay? I'm going to ask our seeds. Okay, full moon. Okay. The card that popped out is existence. We see a lovely princess looking at the moon, the full moon, okay? I'm gonna read this card. Number 2. There we go. She's looking at the stars and she wonders, I exist and you too, looking at the stars. You star that you are up there, we still are one. I remember you. You looked at me, smiling, shining. I, who was a girl, and just counting the years, just wondering what I should be doing when I'm here. What is my mission? And then I realized, only shining, trembling, so much like you do, star. This is the poem that introduces the card named Existence. Now, here we see relationship between the woman and the moon, okay? Which is represented by the lady, which, yeah, probably I haven't said this, but all these cards, which are 50, from 0 to 49, they have a fairy tale, which one day I may read here in parts because it's a bit long, but they unite and they tell you why the cards are telling what they're telling, because actually the silver line that tells you the story is that story. And the central main character is, her name is Dinah, which is this girl over here. Now, there's 4 stars surrounding her, okay? And some of them have 5 pointing stars, and there's one that has 7, which is talking about that this full moon, for a lot of people, has been about an inner crisis, an existential crisis, because you may feel that your world, you don't want it the way it's been like this, and you completely questioning absolutely everything. Is a wake-up call, okay? So, here, you have like an inner argument, and you go between what is being told to you by society, family, conventions, and what you feel inside yourself that is really, really your truth, okay? And you really, really want to express that creative being that is inside you, that it's crying out to come out and speak out and be there, okay? Now, you want to be yourself at this moment, but you don't feel that you can be like that, okay? So, your longing for change is conscious, you're aware of it, okay? Now, there's 5 stars, and 5 normally is the number of change, of transformation, okay? It's a radical change, meaning there's a part, because the card is a night card, and it's still unconscious, so it's still working there, but soon will manifest so that you can go through that transformation, okay? So it's far away, like the full moon. Probably it has touched some aspects of you, socially, emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, that you may be revising now, okay? Now, the green waters of the lake represent love, life, everything that you long to find and manifest in your life. Now, the main character is looking at this like if it was a mirror, an inner mirror of herself. But even though if it's a mirror, she feels it's far away. It's not near her. Now here the maiden that we see, it's a representation of initiation, kind of a ritual state. The alchemist, normally called in the past Diana or Moon, the silver maiden, okay? And it's because it was associated and related to the evolving moon, meaning a rebirth, a new birth, okay? And with that, a change, because if we look at the lady, the hair is moving. So the winds of change are present in the card. Here, it means a part of you is connected and open to the unknown, okay? And she is looking at us. It's not that she's looking at the side, that she's looking maybe back. No, she's facing us, meaning that she's not afraid of looking at her inner wound. For the first time, she's ready to look at that and heal that, which is about the full moon that we just left yesterday, okay? So in this context, you are ready for an inner journey, okay? A transformational journey. And it has to do very much with the first chakra. It's about a validation of yourself at a physical level, family level, and tribal level, okay? She's touching her first chakra with the hands. It's an inverted mudra. Now, since they are in front of the uterus, the womb, the mother, it has to do about limitations, roots, okay? In a way, it means that part of you, doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, part of you is so new. It's like you haven't been used. You're still a virgin. Because energetically, there's a part of you that never has been here. And that's the part that wants to be here with you. That's the part that needs to be born and be here with you. Okay? So, you are like a representation of Artemis, of Diana. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. But here you need to revise the objectives in lives. Okay? So, what were your dreams when you were a child? What did you want to do? Well, I'm thinking about myself. I loved music. I wanted to be a dancer. And I wanted to be a ballet dancer. And I did dance for many, many years. But my parents repressed that. Happily enough, I found other ways of using my creativity. And as a cosmic mermaid, I can flow in different aspects of creativity. So thank God I had that. I still love dancing, okay? But it's important that you revise your life. And where am I? Where do I want to go? Because we already said that with the card of the energy of the week, which is the card of the forest call, you are revising your connection to the whole and becoming the observer. Now, the full moon, it's about really being aware of that wound that maybe until now you were not ready to heal. So maybe you open up the box and you start picking out everything that is there and look closely to that. At the same time that you revise your life and where you want to go from here. So, the forest call for the energy of the week, and we have existence for the energy of the full moon that we just left. So with these, I leave you for the week. I may pop in during the week, depending on the time. I will pop in more often. I'm just trying to finish up a YouTube channel because I have a few meditations in English that I want to share with you. But at the moment, everything I have is in Spanish. So I have a YouTube channel with lots of work. But unfortunately, it's only in Spanish. It's not in English. So that's why I started the Cosmic Maiden, Maiden and both. Because today I'm saying Maiden and I remember why. I remember why. Because when, not by chance that I'm using another word, when I channeled the cards and I was in the UK, it was between 91 and 93. And the main character of the cards, which is illustrated by a poem, is the Rainbow Maiden. I'm a mermaid because I am. I'm very connected to water. but I'm a rainbow maiden too. And today it feels like it's very present, so that's why I keep changing the word. I don't know why, it's not conscious, but it's because of that. So, I will share with you a little bit more of the week. Wish you well, that you have a fantastic week. Keep being the observer, shedding off anything that needs to be just liberated. Thank everything that it's been a lesson until now. Lessons are manifesting every day for everybody. And just sending you a big kiss and see you soon. Bye-bye.